Hi guys, how are you doing? First of all, Happy New Year. Like, can you believe it? Can you believe it? We're already in 2022. Like, how? How? Since just the other day it was like 2019 and then COVID and then COVID and then here we are, 2022. So Happy New Year on the first day of January. I am still in December. Happy New Year! First day of January 2022, but by the time you guys are watching this video, could be like second, third, or fourth day. So still, Happy New Year. I hope you had a better start to the year 2022 and you look forward to what the year has to offer. So I just wanted to come by very quickly because I am that girl who, when she starts talking, she does not stop. So I really want to try as much as possible to make this video short because I just wanted to share with you some of the lessons that I have learned for the year 2021. So I have my phone right here with me. So let's see what are some of the lessons, because I know, I mean, the different people had different experiences during the year 2021. So I hope you had a really good experience. Okay, but even if you did not have like an amazing experience in 2021, guess what, 2022 is here, and there's hope that we can have a better year than we had in 2021. So without further ado, lessons that I've learned in 2021. So let's begin with number 5. And number 5 is, and I'm pretty sure you've had people talk about this, or if not, it's still okay, where it's do not force anything. Okay? Don't force anything, whether it is friendships, whether it is relationships, whether it is a job, whether it is, whatever it is around you. Don't force it, all right? And also don't force yourself into situations, all right? Into certain friendships, because we're human and we want people to like us, we want people to be for us, we want people to, there's certain perception that we want people to have of us, but most of the time that ain't it. Or sometimes we want people to include us in their maybe conversations, in their experiences, in their whatever it is, but then again it doesn't happen, and then you end up being frustrated. So here's what I learned: wherever people, or wherever you have been placed, whether it is friendship, whether it is some type of relationship that maybe you want, but it is it is not being reciprocated, don't force it. Don't force anything. So you evaluate wherever you have been placed, stay there. Okay, don't force yourself. And I'm pretty sure you've seen this on social media, where there's this video going around where they say, if they do not invite you, don't go. If they do not include you in conversations, don't boxy yourself in certain cover. No, stay where you are, stay where you've been placed, and thrive there. It will save you a lot of heartache and frustrations and depression and all those things. Trust me, I know that firsthand. Fourth lesson that I learned in 2021 is no one will cheer you on except yourself. Again, and I know it's human to want people to cheer you on. You share your idea, you want people to feel the same excitement as you maybe share, what else, your goals, you want people to be as excited as you. But again, or sometimes let's say you're down and you want people to cheer you on, but really there's no one to cheer you on, maybe because people are busy, people are trying to just get to get by. You should be your number one cheerleader. Okay, you should be your number one cheerleader. If you share it with other people, they feel like the same excitement as you, well and good. If you don't, or if you do not get the same excitement, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it is your idea, it is your goal, it is your dream, it is yours. And I was listening to someone and the speaker was saying that God puts different dreams and different dreams to different people. All right. Your dream might seem unrealistic. It's too big. How are you going to achieve it? Blah, blah, but God gave you that dream. He did not give it to someone else. The other person has their own dreams. Okay. God gave that to you. So if, let's say, you share it with someone and they're just like, okay, all the best, I guess, you don't get the same excitement as you expected, it is fine. It is. And first of all, don't even share all of your dreams with everybody. I'm just saying, I think on that point you have to apply some bit of wisdom to know who are you sharing your dreams with and who you aren't. Okay, but at the end of the day, you should be your number one cheerleader. Do not depend on anyone else to cheer you on. You cheer yourself on. Even if you're like, oh my goodness, I cannot do this, try cheer yourself on. Okay, and then number 3 is nothing goes to plan, and guess what, it's okay. Listen, I am still struggling with this because I'm that person who go, 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 go. We planned this. Can we stick to the plan? Or, I plan something and I expect it, everything to fall into place as per the plan. Majority of the times, it does not happen the way you plan. You've seen people say that you plan something and God plans something else, okay? And then you're frustrated that your plan did not go through. It's. I'm still struggling with that, okay? And I'm learning that it is okay. I am trying to be a little bit flexible to allow some bit of tweaks, delay, changes here and there. Okay, I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling on that area. And then number two, yes. Number 2 is that silence does not mean nothing is happening. And I experienced a lot of silence in 2021. And in all areas of my life, whether it was career, whether relationships, whether spiritually, whether in all areas of my life, I would tell you for a fact, everything was just. Feel that? Total silence. Total silence. That sometimes you even wish you could see some teeny tiny bits, of ray of hope. Nothing. Sign, nothing. Like everything was just quiet. And it is not a very good space to be in. It's hard. I have cried a number of times, and even asked God, like, what's happening? Like, even questioning his existence. Like, are you there? If you're there, why aren't you communicating, saying anything to me? Like, why are you so quiet? Why? I can't even feel your presence. Like, it was a lot of questioning. But looking back now, I can tell you for a fact, a lot was happening. It's just that I didn't know. I can't remember whether this was a sermon or a podcast that I had this from, that God works so much in silence. Like when it is total silence, you don't feel God, you do not sense him, you do not, you just don't feel nothing. He's just quiet. That is when he works. Even when you don't hear him, even when you don't feel him, even when you do not see anything happen, that is God working. So embrace the silence. It's difficult, it's hurtful, it is painful, but it is worth it, right? And then number 1, which is like the biggest lesson that I've learned, I am stronger and more courageous than I've ever thought. Like, I was courageous enough to leave a situation that was no longer working for me, and I did not know where I was gonna land. Okay, let me just say this. I quit my job with no plan B. And I know you're looking at me and judging me and just looking at me like, you're crazy. Like, how the heck do you do that? In a pandemic, you quit your job where so many people are losing their jobs. Other people are really trying to get jobs, but they cannot. But here you are, quitting your job with no plan B. I know, maybe you're judging me right now, but it is okay, because guess what? It is a decision that I made, and sitting here today, I can tell you it's the best decision I made for myself. I'm not telling you to quit your job. Please don't. All right? Please don't. Not unless you want to. If you know me, you know that this is my life. Like, media is my life. I live, I breathe, I eat. Media is my life. I don't know what else I would be doing if I wasn't a TV presenter, to be honest. Like, I just don't. I remember one time I was like, you know what? This is it. I am going to do it. I wrote down the resignation letter, and when I was about to send, I remember I had a panic attack. I could not breathe. I could not breathe. And I remember texting my cousin and be like, listen, talk me out of this, talk me out of this, talk me out of this. I'm not too sure this is the decision I want to make right now. Talk me out of it. And she was like, okay, how are you feeling? I'm like, I'm having a panic attack. I can't breathe. I'm anxiety and panic attack plus. And she was like, listen, if you do not feel peace about it, then don't. If you do not feel at peace with whatever decision that you're about to make, don't make it. Don't do it. Don't send it. Okay? And I was like, okay, fine. We're not sending. So it has been like moments of we're sending, we're not. We're quitting, we're not. We're doing this, we're not. We're quitting, we're not. Until this one day, I was just like, you know what? Plus a number of factors, so many factors that led to that decision that I was at peace with. And I was like, you know what? I am not in a good place. I was not in a good place. And I was empty. And I was empty spiritually, mentally, physically, psychologically, everything. Because being a TV presenter, you have to be present. And I'm not just saying present physically, like, hey, I'm here. Hi, I'm talking to you. No, you have to be present mentally, physically, emotionally, even spiritually, even spiritually, if I'm being honest. You have to be present because you have to think about what you're saying. Listen to the director. Listen, if you have a guest on set, listen to what the guest is saying, trying to internalize and what they're saying, and also, make a conversation. It's not easy. It's not just looking pretty. No, it's you have to be present. But it got to a point where I was empty. I was empty in all those areas. I was empty. I won't lie to you. I was empty. And I did not like that. It was not a good space to be in. I cried a number of times. Not a number of times, a lot of times in my house. I cried. Just thinking like, what is this? Why? Because I lost my why. Why I really love this job. Why I do what I do. I lost it. So I was like, what's the point? Really, what's the point? I have cried a number of times. So I was like, you know what? We cannot continue living like this. We do not know where we're headed. But guess what? We're taking a break. We are stepping away from this and try to find ourselves. Because I didn't even know who I was, Looking back and now where I am at a really good place. And I look forward to going back. I might be sharing some good news very soon, but for now, all I can say is it was the best decision I've ever made for myself, and I'm really, really proud of me. Like, of all the things that happened in 2021, I am so proud of me, so proud of myself for making that decision and taking that step. So now I'm excited because I'm at a really, really good place. Really, really good place now that I can go back full of vigor and excitement and passion and this fire, burning to go back to doing what I love to do. So what I can say is sometimes it's good to take a risk. Sometimes it's good to take a risk. And people usually say take calculated risks. Sometimes okay, pray about it. Because I prayed a lot. I prayed about it, about that decision. And remember that time was empty, right? I was like, me, I do not care about anything. But I remember one time I really had a very deep cry and a very honest conversation with God. Not that conversation like, thank you, God, I am very no. There was some cursing words involved because I was in pain. I was in pain. I was in so much pain, seeking for answers, So there's some cursing words involved. Anyway, all that is in the past. All that is in the past. What I'm trying to say is trust God to lead you to where He wants you to be. And I'm pretty sure majority of us have learned so much about ourselves that we've ever learned, in our lives. So we can't say it was all bad, but I know there's some people who have experienced like really, really tough times in 2021. Again, with COVID, there's a lot of people who contracted COVID and got like the severe form of COVID. There's some people who lost their loved ones to COVID or to accidents or to, so many bad things may be happening to them, losing their jobs, because again of COVID and all those things. So I empathize with you, and I pray that you will have an amazing 2022. I pray that it will be that year, where you will say, you know what, this was my year. I pray that it will be a year of testimony for you of how good God is, of how he turned things around for you. So that I pray that over you. And I know there's so many people, including my friends, who had an amazing year, in 2021. They experienced breakthroughs and promotions and new job offers, and I'm so happy for them. Super, super, super happy for them. And I pray that you also have an amazing 2022 as well. Keep growing, keep shining, and keep thriving. And I pray that you will learn to be flexible, to allow things to just take its course. Okay, don't force anything, don't rush anything, don't be too desperate for things to turn around. I pray that we will have, all of us, we will have the grace to just be patient, number one, because patience is not easy. I can tell you for a fact. To be patient, to trust, and to let go, and to have faith, okay, that everything will turn out the way they're supposed to be. My favorite verse of the Bible says, in due time, God makes everything beautiful. And he surely does. I hope that I will see you soon. So until then, sending you love, sending you light, and Happy New Year. Goodbye.